subtraction. Well, good morning, class. Today I have these wonderful helpers with me today. They're going to be pointing out our objectives to us. Check it out. We're on lesson number 14. It's located on page 86. Our first objective today is to use the inverse operation to make an addition equation from a subtraction sentence. So in other words, we're going to add when we're supposed to subtract. We're also going to learn how to find a missing number in a subtraction problem. Wow, you guys are good. You can be teachers someday. Let's give a big round of applause. All right, thank you, ladies. What does that look like, guys? So we're going to jump right into our example problems today. Remember last week we learned how to do problems that had missing add-ins. For example, if we had 12 plus some number equals 18, what do? We subtracted. We took 18 minus 12 and we got our answer of 6. So anytime we have a missing add-in, we're still going to subtract. Anytime we have a missing add-in, we're still going to subtract. But today we're going to talk about subtraction problems. Now, example number 1 says, what's the inverse operation of subtraction? It's addition. Inverse just means the opposite. So, and when it says write the inverse operation, this is example 1. 86 minus 45, the biggest number always on top for a subtraction problem, smaller number, 86 minus 45 equals 23. All we do to flip that over to check it out is to put the bottom number on top, the middle stays the middle, and the top on the bottom. So 23 plus 45 equals 86. All right, that's pretty easy. Example number 2, 77 minus 23 is 54. Just flip that over. The inverse operation says flip it over. So 54 plus 23 equals 77. Let's check it out. 4 plus 3 is 7, and 5 plus 2 is 7. All right, well, we're getting to our second objective, how we're going to find these missing numbers. For addition, every time you had a missing add-in, you subtracted. For subtraction, though, you have two different things you have to remember. And I have a little key word I'm going to teach you in a second. So first of all, we got f minus 15 equals 24. Now in our brains, we're saying for subtraction, we always got to have the biggest number on top. Therefore, let's flip it over and add these two. 24 plus 15 equals f. Well, f equals, I'm going to get that out of my way here. Let's go ahead and add that. 4 plus 5 is 9, and 2 plus 1 is 3. f equals 39. So the first number was missing, and what did I do? First add. We flip it over, and we add. If the first number is missing, we're going to add. All right, well, we're on a subtraction problem, and we have the second. That's an s, not a 5. 45 minus some number s equals 21. This is the biggest number. It's on top. If we'd flip this over and add, we couldn't have a bigger number in the middle. So second, still subtract. When we have this problem where the second one's missing, we're going to keep the 45 on top, and we're going to subtract the other add-in. 5 minus 1 is 4, and 4 minus 2 is 2. S equals 24. Let's sub it in and see if we did this right. 45 minus 24. 5 minus 4 is 1, and 4 minus 2 is 2. So what's our key for that? If the second number is missing, we're going to still subtract. First missing, add. Flip it over and add. Second, still subtract. Say it with me. First add, second still subtract. So I'm working on my assignment today. I have a subtraction problem. One of the numbers is missing from the subtraction problem. If it's the first one, I'm going to flip it and add. Because I need a bigger number, I'm going to add. If it's the second one that is missing, I'm going to subtract because I need a smaller number. First add, second still subtract. Okay, example number 5 just throws in one more of those finding out the equations. Let's do that one together, and then we'll come to a couple of example problems. So we're on example number 5. It says, 5 years from now, Kendall's grandfather will be 60 years old. Which equation would be used to find his grandfather's age in years now? So we got now, we got in 5 years, and then he's going to be 60. So whatever age he is now, plus 5 more years equals 60. Do we have any that says variable in the front, plus 5 equals 60? Take a look, it's the first one. Now look at the second one. A would be the time now minus 5. Do you ever get younger? Now I can't wait for my birthday next year. I'm going to be 1 year younger. You never say, you always get older, so you're adding 5. Okay? So it has to be the first one there. I'm not sure why they threw that example in on this lesson. All right. Lesson practice, page 90. What page? Page 90. We're going to do 2 of them. We're going to do E and F. E looks like this. And minus 24 equals 48. And F looks like this. 63 minus P equals 20. Now maybe on your piece of paper you should write this somewhere so that you can always remember it. Okay? Before I even start this problem, I'll say to myself, first flip and add, second still subtract. The first number is missing, so I'm going to flip and add. The first number is missing, so I'm going to flip it over and add. The first number is missing, so I'm going to flip it over and add. And I get this big number, 72. Now, if in a subtraction problem, if I'd sub that in, would that work? Yeah, the biggest number's got to be on top. So if I'm ever missing the first number, I need a big number. So I'm going to flip and add. I'm going to make it a big number. Now let's go to the second one. F. The second number's missing. And my key words for second, still subtract. So I'm just going to take this and slide it right over. Still keep the biggest number on top. And subtract the bottom number. Second, still subtract. And when we subtract this, we get 43. Now 43 is less than 63. Will that be good? Yeah, the biggest number's got to be on top. Keys for today, guys. Keys for today. We want to think, anytime I have a missing number in a subtraction problem, I got 2 choices. If the first number's missing, I'm going to add. I need a bigger number. If the second missing number, I'm just going to subtract the 2 numbers that are there. This does not change for our missing add-in problems. Missing add-in, always subtract. The first one's missing on an add-in problem, subtract. The second one's missing on an add-in problem, subtract. But in subtraction, because we need the biggest number on top, first one's missing, we add. Second one's missing, we still subtract. All right. God bless your day. We'll see you on the next one for a little help.